snatch progressions. So I'm sure most of us here have done, performed, been around, or handled the bag and done a couple snatches with it before, but we're gonna go through making sure all of our techniques are right and just, you know, buttoning up whatever we need to work on with them. So with the bag, they do a lot. We normally only use one grip when we do our snatches, but Suples actually teaches both the inside and the outside grip. So for us, we normally, this is called the inside grip here, where we're grabbing, and I always call it the snatch grip because this is usually the one that I go to, but some people are more comfortable with the outside grip here, where they grab it like a spin and they're doing their snatches this way. So we're gonna get a couple reps in of both and see, you know, what each individual is more comfortable with, and make sure we have proper form with both of them. So the first thing that they teach with these is the inside and outside grip for our shrug. Now the shrug is when we are going to be using our hips to pop it up and pull the bag up with our shoulder shrug. So at the top of that shrug, everything is going to be extended. Both our legs, our hips, and our shoulders is going to be extended to really get the momentum for that bag to be able to pull it up over our head. So to start, I want the bag upside down behind us, or at least through our legs, standing over it. You want to have a wide enough stance to where it is going to make it through your legs, up and back down. With the shrug, it has not as much momentum as we would like to get it all the way back through, but try and get a few reps in of one of the grips, whether it be the spin grip here or the snatch grip here. So the inside or the outside. So what you're focusing on is getting that full extension while keeping the bag close to your body. You don't want it to rainbow out and get far away from you, because that's where we will lose control and not have the proper form. So everybody, I want you to get about five shrugs with the inside grip and with the outside grip. Does anybody have any questions? Let's see if I can. Can we get it off this view? Here we go.
You're still spotlighted there, but you can now see everybody.
Okay. All right, I think everybody is ready to try. Okay. Okay, let's get a few ourselves. So in here. And up. So, okay, so, yep, Grant, when you are, make sure to get your knees and everything completely straight when you got that bag out. Nice. Whew. Okay. Now we're going to be doing it with following it with our eyes. We want our eyes to be looking way down behind us, and we're trying to reach it farther back. So I want you guys to choose a spot if you are able to, if you have the space, to where your bag, the back of your bag is touching a wall, a couch, something to aim for behind you. Then when you stand in front of it, make sure you got to do a little bit of a reach. So you want to make sure that you are keeping your back flat. Your shoulder blades should be down and back as you're doing this reach. You don't want to overextend to try to get to your bag. So keeping that flat back, grabbing for your bag, and then when you pull up, Your goal is to hit the back of the bag against your wall, your couch, whatever you're aiming for every single time. We don't want to have these shallow snatches that are just here. That is not proper technique. You are reaching the entire time through your legs during this snatch. So coming up. Let's try and get 5 reps reaching behind us. Keeping those shoulder blades down and back and pulling straight up into our shrug. Beautiful.
Oh no, too far.
Nice job, you guys. Awesome. Now we're gonna move into our clean with the bag. Same form up against the wall, same reach, same flat back, shoulders down and back, making sure you are squeezing all the way down through your mid-back as well. As you're standing, reaching back, we're gonna rotate, we're gonna do our shrug up and punch forward into a clean. So this is where it's landing just right onto our arms that are completely straightened out. As we come back out, we're gonna try and hit that back wall again. Flat back, come up, and clean it back into our arms. Here. Or if you have the outside grip, watching the bag, pulling it up. Beautiful. Nice job, guys. Now we're not going overhead just yet, Grant, so keep it still low. Your arms should just be straight out in front of you. We're not going high, we're not going low. We want it straight out in front while the bag lands on our forearms. And now, Gabe, make sure when you are going down, you want that bag to go all the way through and land in the back, way far, like towards where you're aiming for with that flat back. Then when you come up, you're keeping it close to you and punching straight out.
All right, thank you.
Yep. Give it a few more tries, you guys. Make sure you're trying it both ways, the inside grip and the outside grip. So how we normally use the snatch and the clean, and then also how we normally use it for the spin. Good job, Sarah. That looks great. Good job, Tosh.
Keep it down just a little bit, Gil, like right in front of you, right in front of your chest. Make sure you guys are extending those arms so you don't pop yourself in the face with the bag.
Go a little bit slower, boys. Slow it down, making sure that that bag is flat behind you, not twisted.
Nice, Zach. That's good. Nice, Gil. Nice work, nice work.
Nice job, you guys. Okay. Now we're gonna hit all those same form, except when we are bringing it up, we're gonna power it into into the full snatch above our head. So making sure that it's up against the wall. We're still going to be doing our reach, standing up and behind it. We are keeping the bag close to us as we pull it in, extending and snatching above our head. In this position, we need to keep our hips tucked under and a tight core. Shoulders completely locked out at the top, arms completely locked out at the top, but our shoulders are not in the shrug position anymore. They are down and back. Coming back down the exact same way we came up. Hitting the back wall, which is our goal, our aim, everything that where we want to be when we are in this down position. When we pull it back up, again, keeping it close to the body, punching the ceiling. I want you guys to get 10 reps of each of those, inside grip and outside grip.
Okay. Let's go. 10 reps of inside grip and outside.
Make sure with that downward momentum, you are getting it through your legs and back to that starting position, all in one motion. Make sure the bag comes back down in the same way that it went up. Yeah, perfect. After you've done that, we're gonna get 10 more, but I want you guys to step away from the wall. And this time your goal is to never let it hit the floor. When you are reaching through and this momentum is picking up, your goal is to try and just get it down and back, but without ever hitting the floor or setting it down in behind. Trying not to let it drag, while still getting that full distance at the bottom. So do 10 more without hitting the floor. Gil, Tasha, I know that's gonna be super difficult with your guys' bags since they're just a little bit larger for your bodies.
No excuses.
No excuses. So Tasha and Gil, I had recommended this to Gil earlier. When you do get into those heavier bags, close up your stance. We're gonna go through the swing squat next. So our swing squat stance is normally right around here, where we are pushing the bag through. So instead of doing the straight bag through like our snatch, come in closer and rotate the bag between your snatch. So when you get into the bigger bags that are a little too big for your body to stand out, rotate it, still get the one arm pushing it all the way through. It should be still behind you. So with the bigger bags, with shorter legs, it can be very difficult to keep proper form if you are trying to do it the large way. Nice job, you guys. Okay. We have 9 minutes to get through our swing squat progressions now before we hit our EMOM. So we're gonna be going into our swing squats now. So what I want everybody to do floor, handles up. Grab your handles and step up and over it. That is going to be your squat stance and the way that you're going to be holding the bag. So when you're kneeling down and you just grab it, you step over, and your hands are automatically in the correct position for the swing squat. This one is the inside grip, or what I like to call the snatch grip. So what we're going to be doing is we are not going into the squat. What we are going to be doing is just doing a hip pop. So we want our hips to be controlling a lot of this movement. So just popping it up, kind of like a kettlebell swing. So feel free to get moving, like right here. Again, you want your shoulders down and back, flat back, tight core, and you are hinging at the hip with a slight knee bend until you get into that extended at the top. The bag should never come. Your goal is to get the laces at your eye level. You want to see your laces come up high. Now this should be coming through your hip pop. It shouldn't be your arms just muscling it up and down. If you haven't already, rotate to the other side, the other arm on the top, and do a few more hip hinges, this hip pop. Focusing on your hips and your glutes tightening at the top, and that being the way that the bag is gaining its momentum. Now follow it with your eyes. Your eyes should watch the laces the entire time. Keeping your flat back, making sure that your eyes watch it, even as it goes down through your legs. It should be going behind your legs before it pops up. So now in that exact same position, the exact same stance you were in, I want everybody to drop the bag and drop down into a squat. Look at where your feet are and where your knees are. Do your feet need to come closer? Do your knees need to go out a little bit? Your knees should be right in line with your toes, pointing the same direction, and right above your ankles or your toes, your foot area, to have it be a proper squat. Your hip crease right here needs to get below your knees. This is where you will be ending when your bag is up here. So I want everybody to start in the squat position and get your bag ready. Then when you stand up, swing it between your legs and end in this position and wait. 1, 2, 3, go. One, two, three, go. One, two, three, go. Okay, we're gonna do 5 in a row now, making sure that we end in this squat position at 5. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, we're gonna get 5 more. 3, 2, 1, go. Follow the bag with your eyes. You should be watching the laces the whole time. Making sure your eyes are following down through your legs to watch those laces. 5 more. 3, 2, 1, go. Nice job, you guys. Okay, we have 13 minutes. We're gonna be doing a 10-minute EMOM. Every minute on the minute, we are gonna get 10 snatches and 10 swing squats. The rest of the minute, say you get done in 20 seconds, you get 40 seconds of rest. Focus on your form, making sure that you can string these 10 movements together all in one. Ooh, I'm disconnected, hold on.
My legs.
Your legs?
My legs are already hating me.
No worries, it's just 100 more swing squats. Okay.
And snatches, right? Snatches.
Yeah, and snatches. So every time you hear at the start of every minute for 10 minutes, start with 10 snatches, then 10 swing squats, and then rest until you hear the ding go again, and then we'll start this minute number 2. Does that make sense to everybody? Okay. All right, so.
Gray bag crew.
Gray bag. All right, we are getting started. As soon as you hear the bell, 10 snatches, making sure to do it with proper technique, reaching all the way through, watching the bag the whole way until it gets, to height for your snatch. Okay, 10 snatches. I'm disconnected, hold on.
My legs.
Your legs?
My legs are already hating me.
No worries, it's just 100 more swing squats. Okay.
And snatches, right? Snatches.
Yeah, and snatches. So every time you hear at the start of every minute for 10 minutes, start with 10 snatches, then 10 swing squats, and then rest until you hear the ding go again, and then we'll start this minute number 2. Does that make sense to everybody? Okay. All right, so.
Gray bag crew.
Gray bag. All right, we are getting started. As soon as you hear the bell, 10 snatches, making sure to do it with proper technique, reaching all the way through, watching the bag the whole way until it gets, to height for your snatch. Okay, 10 snatches, 10 swing squats, starting in 5 seconds.
Halfway there.
Good job, rest when you're done. We're starting again in 10 seconds. Doing another 10 snatches, 10 swing squats, 3, 2, let's go.
Halfway there.
job, rest. Another 10 and 10.
seconds.
We're starting in 6 seconds. Let's go.
I can't keep going, Bella.
Halfway there.
Good job, you guys.
10 seconds.
Okay, 10 seconds and we're starting again. Going into minute 4. Let's go.
Halfway there.
Hey, Ryan. Good job, you guys.
10 seconds.
Okay, starting again. 5. 10 and 10.
Halfway there.
Seconds, deep breaths.
10 seconds.
Halfway through, guys. Starting in 5. Let's go.
Halfway there.
Yeah.
10
Good job, you
seconds.
guys. Just 4 rounds left. Keep it up. Let's go.
Halfway there.
Nice job, guys.
10 seconds.
Follow your eyes with the bag.
Follow the bag with
Follow the bag with your eyes. Let's go. 10 snatches, 10 swing squats.
Halfway there.
Good job, guys. Only 2
10
minutes left.
seconds.
2 minutes left. You got this. Let's go.
Halfway there. Ten seconds.
Last minute, guys. You can do anything for 1 minute. Let's go.
Last round. Halfway there. Ten seconds. Well done.
Nice
Awesome,
job.
guys. Yes. If you failed, good. We're not here to stay in comfort zones, guys. Ooh, Get your breath, guys. Get that heart rate down. That's right, Zach. Looking good, man. Looking good. Matt, give me 6 feet.
Good work
6
today,
feet.
you guys.
Thanks. I got no more grips.
Yeah.
That's the purpose. That's the point, right?
I'm proud of you guys. Nice work. How are you guys feeling with your snatch and swing squat technique after a few, a few reps to practice?
Oh, a lot better now.
Yep.
Should feel a lot better, guys. Like, those are 2 techniques that are like, those are core movements in Suples, you know? So you'll never have them perfect, as perfect as you want them, right? So you gotta keep working on them. You gotta keep showing up to stuff like this, where you have a group around you that's gonna hold you accountable, you know? And, I didn't wanna work out today, right? But, I got inspired. I saw the group that showed up. My wife is always inspirational, right? She's always motivated and ready to go, even if she, even if she's like not, she doesn't show it, right? So that motivates me, right? And hopefully you guys can draw a little bit off of that as well, right? I got Gil over there working with the 42-pound bag. That motivates the heck out of me, right? I've been drilling with him at the gym, doing the techniques and stuff, and I can feel the difference, right? So sometimes you might feel like, hey, I'm not getting anything out of this, or I'm not gaining any ground, but you're not the one that gets to judge that. You're not the one that gets to make that decision on if you're gaining ground or not. You know what I'm saying? It's the facts are the facts. So you guys keep up the good work. Appreciate you guys. Sorry, I mean.
Thank you.
You're good.
Thank you, Coach.
Proud of you guys. Thank you so much. We're gonna exit, take a few minutes.